So, Abusuya, latest update on Addo Hanan Abusuya. Ene Attorney General Akwako Pimo ewo court grante Addo Hanan permission say say obetumi e de tukwan e de Akwako Pimo ewo UK. Say appointment bi a wabuki a say nko Pimo ewo hospital no akohwe nani yare na Abusuya ene Attorney General a file application say court no on withdraw sa permission now the amano say obetumi e de atukwan na brantie na ye friend Hanan no adwenbone abanitiri mabusuya eno ene ya project e de free e de atu ye screen no enchen e de amam no. Attorney General seeks court order to withdraw permission granted to ex-NAFCO CEO Hanan Abdul Wahab Aludiba to travel to the UK for medical treatment. Abusuya entino Abdul Hanan Attorney General ateki quick action masa ose onti ase ade ntina yese court no mo grant Hanan permission say ontumi ntu kwan de Kennedy yes Kenoforiata eye no anase waye no say ma hu bibia masa so granting permission so obetumi de to kwan ntino Attorney General afile ebusu amam yanko na yankonko tie ensema e course no e ba ye de aka ato amaso.
Justice Rimsai Esquire, counsel for and on behalf of the Republic hearing, it is hereby ordered that leave is granted A1 applicant to travel to London for an appointment with his optician slated for 6th July 2026. It is hereby further ordered that by this order, A1 or applicant's passport is to be handed over to him and is permitted to travel out of the jurisdiction on or before the 4th day of...
Please read it entirely. And okay. It says...
and then it is hereby ordered that this order lapses on the 12th day of July 2026 and A1 applicant is to return the passport to the registry of this court on or before the 14th day of July 2026, given under my hand and the seal of the High Court of Justice, Accra, this 29th day of June 2026.
And we do these things to come and discuss.
Well, so why do that to him then?
Okay, so
because if you say a freezing account is being emptied, of course you knew about it. Why can't you stop it?
No, until somebody makes an attempt on a frozen account, it is when the person makes the attempt that you get the alert.
Okay.
So you will not know until the person makes the attempt. So it's not as if you'll be monitoring to know that he's made the attempt, he's going to make the attempt. No. It's until the attempt is made to access it.
Okay.
Then the FIC will pick it up.
So why is the wedding empty his account?
Yeah, so because so it will tell you the amounts involved. So let's say he has 1 million there and he decides to say, oh, I need just about 20,000 or something, or 20 or even 100,000. That is different. But the moment he tries to take everything, then that means he's actually moving everything out of that account. Do you get it? So let's look at the case between the former PPA boss.
Yeah.
When Martinamidu froze his account and Martinamidu left office, the moment, by the time Kisi Jabin took over and also tried to go and deal with the case, the account was totally empty. All the 3 accounts were gone. So Kisi Ejabin now came back and said, listen, the accounts we froze, by the time we went back to go and check, all the money in the account disappeared. So how did this happen? So it's not as if these things cannot happen. He said he's traveling. Already, we are dealing with the issue of Kenoforiata saying, I'm going and coming. And now we are here where we are now, still struggling to get him here. Then all of a sudden, court grants another person permission that he has to go and see his obstetrician or the optician and come. Then you are traveling for like a week because he's supposed to go, is it on the 2nd?
On the 6th.
On the 6th and come back on the 12th.
Yeah.
Because they needed him to bring back that. So that's 6 days. So if you are going for 6 days, why do you want huge sums of money? If what the Deputy Attorney General is saying, why would you need huge sums of money?
Isn't it dependent on the case that he's going to attempt?
Yes, so that is where the suspicion comes in. That no, it is not just an ordinary travel he's trying to embark on. Because if he's trying to move all the money in the frozen account into maybe a different account, it means he wants to be able to access it where he's going. And it's not just about the travel. It means something else. So, yes, the AG will read motives into your actions. If that is the case, then suspiciously, this guy may be trying to jump bail. So let's restrain him. Yes, the courts can deal with their orders. Yes, the court says this. This is what I also think. I just want to be proactive before any other things. I don't want to come here and start explaining again. So yes, Godfrey Dami shouldn't tell us he's going to court. By now, he should have been bringing the charge. If he's citing for contempt, like today is Monday, by now he should have published the contempt charges against the deputy AG or the AG. Then they go back to the court. Everybody explains themselves to the judge as to why the state took that particular decision. The judge will look at the two. Why did you take this decision? Because I gave this order. Yes, my lord, you gave this order because this particular action was also taken. The judge will look at it. So for me, it is not about, if we also try to read motives too much into what maybe the Attorney General did, then we should also try to look at the motive of the accused as well. Because we are judging maybe the motive of the Attorney General that he disobeyed the court.
It's not motive, it's an act.
Yes.
We are not talking about motives.
Every action has a motive behind it. Every action has a motive behind it. Because he couldn't just stand up and act. There's a rationale behind the action. Because if he hadn't, why didn't he say we detained him or we arrested him because he wanted to travel? But he gave a specific reason and even mentioned the name of the bank. So he couldn't have been making things up. And like I said, anybody who makes an attempt on a frozen account, they are led to pop up. Yes, there are some unscrupulous people at the banks who can try to go around it for you. But then by all means it will pop up. And if it pops up in time, quickly they can block it. Do you get it?
So if you block it.
But you should explain why you made that attempt. We can't let you go before you come and explain to us why you were making that attempt. You said you were traveling. So why were you going to make an attempt on your frozen account? What were you trying to do there? If you have been given permission to travel for just 6 days, why do you try going to take everything out of
Let me understand
account?
something. So did they block the account? Did they stop it? Did they stop him?
That is why they pick him to explain.
No, did they stop the account?
By all means, once the account is frozen, you can't make the withdrawal.
So what is this?
So he has to explain why he did that.
You are double talking.
No, you are trying to misunderstand me. The point is that you said you are traveling. Travel and go and come. You have your means of travel. That's why you ask for the permission. So what particular account that is in contention with you and the government or with you and the state, why do you go make an attempt to take everything out of that account? Was it part of what was granted at the court? Because it was the court that granted that particular account to be frozen. Is that not it? So why go make an attempt on that? Did the court grant that particular one too? So he should be explaining to us why he did that. So I don't see anything wrong with authorities picking him up to explain to them why he made an attempt, because that wasn't part of what was granted to you. So why do you add that? So let's listen to the Attorney General as well. Let them both go to the court, explain to the judge why was he arrested. Oh, this is what he did. Then he should also explain to the court why he also made an attempt on going to take money from the frozen account, which the court did not direct him to. Okay. Simple.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Mr. Kwate, Titus Glover. But I mean, if you look at the whole narration, if your account has been frozen, why attempt to withdraw money from it? Doesn't it open the door for people to then suspect that you probably want to do something untoward?
Thank you very much, Kojo. You've hit the nail right on the head. And not knowing very well that his account was, and he knows very well that any attempt to go and withdraw or touch the money is criminal. So why will he avail himself to walk to the bank, issue a check to go and withdraw, knowing very well that account is frozen? attempt even to go and withdraw the money is problematic for you. But you see what? Husseini, they say the leopard, there's nothing that can be done to change his color. This is your buga style. Disrespect to the rule of law. Making sure that you want to continue holding yourself like revolutionaries is not helping this country.
Well, are you saying, what they are saying is not true?
You see, this application to travel by the approval of the court was on notice. When you read the order, both the defendant's lawyers and the prosecutor's lawyers, they all spoke. And the judge took the decision. At the time when the deputy attorney general, fortunately he was my constitutional law lecturer. Fantastic. When he was making his submission to the application to grant the approval to travel, if indeed he has information that he made an attempt, Kabila, to go and withdraw the money, he should have made the information available there.
Now that only comes after the granting of the permission.
Please. You see, cool down. I have two cases to support where officials of states disrespect orders of the court. It is totally wrong. Let me help you. In these two cases, the Republic versus High Court Commercial Division, Accra, S-Party, Attorney General, the Balkan case. This is the principle that the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court emphasized that the states represented by the Attorney General is fully bound by the rules of court and judicial hierarchies. The AG cannot unilaterally act in a manner that bypasses or undermines an ongoing procedural or substantive order made by the court of competent jurisdiction. So if a court has made a determination, give an order, an Attorney General, because he's the Attorney General, the chief legal advisor of government, will go and do otherwise, different from what the court has said, it's problematic. Number two, look at the case of the Republic versus Bank of Ghana and others, S-Party, Benjamin Dufour. The court ruled in the principle that a state institution or public officer can be held in contempt of court, even if in absence of formal written injunction, if they engage in the conduct designed to undermine, preempt, or render the pending court application useless, odious. So if the court has given order, and because I'm the Deputy Attorney General, I can give instructions at the airport to stop him. What is this?
No,
Why can't you wait for him to go and come?
So I want to understand you. Are you saying that their allegation that he tried to empty the account is not true or what?
It's inconsequential. I heard. I mean, so what? This morning when I was coming on one of the radio stations, that what they are saying is not true.
So you should go and sue.
Oh please, it's early.
Why should you even do that before you ask somebody to sue?
But it's not the same. No, let's be sincere. Didn't the same government disregard the court to unfrozen Dr. Okuni's account? Did he not disregard?
Can I have my
So the same Godfrey Dami, were you not in this country? Didn't you see that as a problem for the state? The same Godfrey Dami.
He did what?
He was ordered like 4 times to unfreeze Dr. Okuni's account. Did he ever do it?
Oh, but what power has he?
He ordered Yoko not to unfrozen the account.
Okay.
And today he's the same person.
And nothing was said.
What was said?
Nothing was said about that.
Dr. Okuni's account was frozen for 8 years.
By the court or by that?
By Yoko. By Yoko.
But
court says go and unfrozen the account. They didn't do it.
Okay. Yeah.
And he didn't enforce it. Dr. Puni didn't enforce the decision of the court.
You?
Please.
I've given you 2 cases.
Yeah.
Support.
Let's stop this. You have power forever.
There are but not even the president can override the decision
Of a court.
Never. Because the judicial powers is in the hands, the adjudication of cases is in the hands of the judiciary, superintended by the Chief Justice. So if a court of competent jurisdiction, the High Court, has made an order that he can travel, the Attorney General, even if you have a case, you have no mandate to stop you from traveling.
Okay.
line to go and come. He was given to travel on the 4th and return on the 12th. I mean, so that you can make your case. And I'm asking whether at the time when he was making the application to be granted the leave to travel, the deputy AG who was making the argument did not make the case there. And he said that it has happened after the order was granted. I can't say much about that. But clearly, this is an affront to the Constitution, where officers of the state want to arrogate powers of the court onto themselves and throw the powers of the court to the dogs. Okay. When you do that, you are setting a very bad precedent in this country. Okay. And we must stop this kangaroo, this revolution-style buga thing of these NDC people.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Gabriel.
Well, this is a legal case. I'm not a lawyer. But, it says that, Jean-Jacques Rousseau says that the people will only be free if they obey the laws they themselves have made.
Thank you.
To what extent are we obeying the laws that we have made? It's a simple case. He's subjected to under investigation, and he has in his possession about 78 million Ghana cedis that is being investigated under.
They say 64, 68.
64 plus 10 million that it's alleged that he has stolen. So if you add everything, that's like 78 million Ghana cedis. And his Republic account has been frozen because most of the money is over there. But the AG said that his defense lawyer says that as at the time that he was traveling, there was no any case of frozen account on that particular account. But the suspicion is that if you are traveling for just a few days, we don't know the quantum of money that they said he was going to withdraw.
The agents have provided us with
that. So if you don't know the quantum, it is going to be very difficult to judge whether indeed, if he had withdrawn the money and have enough money with him, he would have gone and he will not come back. Now, there is a precedent on that. If you look at Sadinam Tamakulo, etc., she was convicted outside there, and she was charged, she was convicted, and she didn't come back. We had the case of Ken, who also went there, and even before the government took over, he went and he never came back. They want to investigate, he never came back. But I'm thinking that, it is because they are thinking that at the end of the day, if he also moves out of the jurisdiction of this country, he is moving out of the sovereignty of the country, even though the court has given an order, whether indeed he himself will also disobey the order of the court or not.
But we've seen in the Sedina case that even if people leave the jurisdiction, you have the right as a government to always bring them back.
Yes, but why is it that they couldn't bring Sadina Tamakulo back? And why is it that
Sedina is back?
It's back, yes, recently, yes.
Yeah, but she's back.
Yes, she's back. But it was very difficult for them to have.
It doesn't matter, but she's back.
But the process...
Finally, you come back, but it takes a long time.
It doesn't matter,
so
but that's
why... No. So if indeed he can go and do that 6 days, and the court can still liaise with the council that he's going to, and at the end of the day, he's going to come back to Ghana to face the law, fair be it. But if he goes and it's going to be extremely difficult to bring him back, that's where the problem lies in. But I don't know. The case of the courts, we need to actually obey the laws that we have made for ourselves. I don't want to contradict what I have said.
Yeah.
So if indeed he's given the grant, he has been granted the permission to travel, they should have allowed him the benefit of the doubt and allow him to be given an amount of money that can at least take him within that few days so that it can force him to come back.
But and also, doesn't this also open the floodgate for us to discuss whether or not people's account can be frozen for that long because of an allegation? Must we not look at that as a country?
How long people's accounts can be frozen?
Yeah, because of an allegation.
No, well, if you're under investigation and they allow you to open your accounts for you, you will deplete the account. At the end of the day, it is the reason why they are investigating you. So if the account is depleted, on what basis?
There are records of your transactions there. They can be every time.
Records of transactions?
Yes.
when the
Account
person is
in
moving the
contention,
account,
so that is what they're
But
fighting
I'm saying
over.
that, yes, but if you go and you know that, okay, so we have unfrozen the account, but if you deplete it, they can pick your record because every transaction you do is there. That today you do 1 million, the next day you do 2 million. They can use that.
oh no, when they are transferring, they transfer huge. And even though you are supposed to indicate the purpose of your transaction, they can, I mean, he may not decide to indicate. He will just write something for personal reasons. You cannot question him.
Okay. Okay. But
You see, as far as I am concerned, we need to deal with what there is,
which is
the facts that are available, not our contemplations or our hunch feelings or whatever. What there is. Look, there's a.
but is attempting to.
I'm coming. Wait.
Not happening.
When someone has applied for an order of the court and the court has indeed given that order, if you have any problem with that order, it is the court you run back to.
No, but he doesn't have an issue with the order.
Oh, I'm coming. If he has no issue with the order, he will not be stopping the person from traveling.
He says his issue with.
I'm saying, please, it's not about. You see, I can say that I don't have a problem with Hussein Idonko sitting here. I can say so. But he talks to me and I don't mind him. I ignore him. It's not what I claim or what I say. It's what I do, in fact. And that's what we are talking about here. You see, my point is this. We should stop behaving in this country contrary to our own established understanding of the law, that a person is deemed innocent until proven guilty. Let's stop turning it the other way around to say that you are guilty until you prove yourself innocent. Let's stop that behavior. First point. Second point. You see, there are plethora of cases in this country established from the high courts through the Court of Appeal to the Supreme Court that say that even the Abu Ramadan versus the Electoral Commission matter, the Supreme Court said that when they give an order, you have no choice. Yours is to obey it. If there's a reason why you cannot obey, you come back to the court, even for constitutionally mandated bodies. So for the deputy AG, he is a leader of the bar. The standard is that high. I don't expect that of him. Plato said something. There's a history, especially coming from that tradition. And we must all be careful that as we build this nation, and my brother Prof made a point about if we have made our laws, we must be seen to be obeying the very laws that we are inviting others to obey. The question I'm asking is, really, what is the big deal in this guy leaving the jurisdiction on the order of that court, that they could not have done anything but to disregard that order by arresting him?
Maybe the fear that you are absconding.
Could you? I don't know if
you see, and let me say this because let me land on this because my brother Fuseni mentioned it. Please, Ken Ofori-Atta leaving this country, go and ask your chief of staff. You see, we pretend when Ken was leaving this country, he wrote a letter to the chief of staff. True or false?
But then he wasn't.
Please, I'm coming.
Then he
I beg you.
It was Freema Opari who granted it.
Please,
Debra was not the chief of staff.
Please.
Let's get that clear.
Please. I said government is a continuum.
Yes.
But what you are saying, it was Julius Debra who was chief of staff.
He wasn't. It was Freema Opari.
Please. When Ken Ofori-Atta was leaving the country, it was after 7th January.
No, 4th of January.
Sorry, he left on the 4th.
4th of January.
So that's why I said that.
4th of January. He didn't leave on the 7th. No.
Before the government took over.
Yes. Please.
Left the country.
I'm saying the letter was written to the Mr. Debra as chief of staff.
No, as transition head.
Please.
for John Mahama.
I'm saying. So it means that
he was granted.
So he was in the know.
Please.
Yes, the permission was granted.
The letter was written to Mr. Julius Debra.
Please.
So, I'm coming. Let me ask this question. Where does a government aspires?
Thank you.
Since January 12 a.m.
So
Please,
if you let,
my answer will be that.
If you let
my answer, I have a different answer.
Yes.
I have a different answer.
No, if you let
the government never expires.
No, it doesn't.
Please, the government never expires.
Government, a government that's leaving office.
That's on the seat of January. That's on the seat of January. So we can do other. You see, my point is very simple. Mr. Kenofurata did not leave this country without the knowledge of the new regime.
Okay. All right.
The new regime was aware.
I'm sure he agrees that.
Yes,
You are right.
Yes, and I'm saying that. Let's stop pretending.
But
I sat here.
Would they have stopped him from leaving?
No, wait, I'm coming. Why not?
No, they couldn't. No, they could not have done that.
Oh, please, you have forgotten that Kenofurata's house was ransacked by Jakpa.
After government took over.
I look, you see,
I need to make progress.
Yes.
So
The point is very simple. We should stop behaving and pretending that government is so helpless when it comes to people who have got to be dealt with.
Okay.
Government is not.
All right, thank you.
Even in absentia, people can be tried.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Senior, you see, my point is just clear. Yes, it's not as if I just want to disagree with doctor, but the fact of the matter is that a court gave a specific order.
Yes.
Take your passport, travel.
Yes.
The court was the same court that says, this your account, don't access it. We have frozen it. So if a court gives you order that, listen, travel for 6 days and come, and you decide to add additional thing, why are we not saying that the guy also disobeyed the court by carrying out instructions that the court has not also given? Why do you go make an attempt of withdrawing from the account that has been frozen?
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and so the Attorney General is also protecting the law by saying, listen, this particular order was not given by the court. Why are you trying to carry it out? So it's right. You see, for me, it's not as if, yes, my minister said, we are trying to do buga buga, that is our tradition. No. This same Godfrey Dami, was he not the Attorney General? In fact, he was the deputy. When court instructed that Gregory Afoko should be granted bail, he didn't release Gregory Afoko.
But would you also?
We condemned it. Those of us who spoke, we condemned it. And we condemned
senior should not come and say that. Senior should not come and say that we, because of our tradition, we disregard the court.
Okay.
That is hypocrisy.
So tell him.
Okay.
That is hypocrisy.
All right, thank you. Yes.
Why is Fuseli adrenaline so high like that?
Adrenaline is not high. I have not even taken the cocoa yet, please.
This discussion is becoming very long. And I will not renege on my earlier statement that we should be very careful the kind of practice of this our constitutional democracy we are in. You see, it does not lie in the mouth of the Deputy Attorney General to go and stop Hanan at the airport. If there is that perception, that even if it is truthful, that he made an attempt to enter his account, make your case sweet. Let him go and come. Within 4 to on the 12th of July, he'll be back in the jurisdiction. Then you can make your case. Again, at the time when the application for the approval was being sought, he had that information, or did not have that information. Why didn't he, if he asked, why didn't he make the application right before the judge to be factored into the decision of the order? All these things were not done. I have heard Israel Godfrey that there was no attempt over his head that he wanted to go into account to withdraw. They started with 24 different charges on his head. Then later they have reduced it to what? 290 charges. The same charges that they earlier leveled against him. Nothing has changed. Would you have your day in court? You can make all your presentation, everything. You also have his day in court. Why this rush? Why everything we want to make media, media judgment and all this? I'm not comfortable. And for saying that is your style. You want to accuse person, presumption of innocence, and to prove guilty. Now you are saying that the man made an attempt that he's going to withdraw from his account. We've not even heard from the man whether indeed he made that attempt. You've judged him wrongly already. President, this is bad.
Okay. All right.
Why are you want to accuse people when you've not even heard from the person?
Thank you very much. 30 minutes after 8 a.m. here on the AM show. We need to make progress. Doc has already said he's not a lawyer, so I'm not going to go to him.
Okay, abusunya we ne ensma ekoso e political highway ne so. Attorney General NHS ene wakwa kopie mo court a odisa ensem no ebre. Beda masesem Japan kokoti sa ensem we edemai.